You're watching our Cityline holiday house party, and we're back in the kitchen with another great recipe to serve your guests. This is the kind of party I want to be invited to. So, because Randy, I've never heard of the sort of party we're having. What kind of party are we having?
We are having a mashed potato bar.
A mashed potato bar.
This
so
is
how
big
does
in
that
Ireland.
work? Big in Ireland. Potatoes are, I mean, come on, you got to give them respect.
It kind of grew out of the late night of the weddings. Everyone wanted something more original. Like people were getting McDonald's cheeseburgers, people were getting like pizzas, they're getting everything else. Someone's like, I'm gonna do mashed potatoes. And then I'm gonna have like pulled pork, and I'm gonna have bacon, and I'm gonna have all this other stuff that you can put into it. So we're kind of doing a play like that because I feel like this is kind of fun party. It's not an appetizer, it's not a main course, it's somewhere in between, but you can kind of snack along the way.
And it's gonna give you the sustenance that you're looking for at midnight, right?
Stick to the ribs.
So what kind of potatoes?
So I would go Yukon Gold potatoes. That is my mashed potato of choice. In professional kitchens, we have 3 secrets to our mashed potatoes, Tracy.
They are?
Number 1 is butter. Number 2 is butter. Number 3 is butter. Butter.
Okay.
Okay, so we poach them whole, right? And then we keep them whole until they're tender, and then we put them through a ricer like this, so they're ultra fine. If you don't have a ricer like this, you can always put it through a sieve like this. Just kind of push it through there. Warm milk and lots of butter.
Butter. Right? It's the B word.
We also like to do sweet potato mash. I don't know if you like sweet potato mash.
Oh my gosh, I like sweet potatoes in any way I can get them.
The beautiful thing is, it's so easy and sweet. So basically you roast them until they're tender, and then check this out. They just basically fall right out of their skin.
How long does that usually take? Is that 45 minutes?
Yeah, you're reading my emails. All right. Yeah, it's good. And then they just mash them up like that. There's no problems at all, right? So you could do both. You could do sweet potato and you could do Yukon, or you could just pick one and choose one direction if you wanted.
Nice.
Okay?
Okay, so we have our potatoes. They are mashed.
Yes, they are.
What is our next step?
I think we're going to start, so I put them in a piping bag and then I just have them in a warm pot of water here to keep them warm, right?
Beautiful.
Because you want to kind of keep this fancy. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to cut the end off our...
You always take something like a potato and make it the most elegant.
And then we're just going to kind of like pipe it in there, right?
In your little coop,
you know, my little champagne coop. Like, that's pretty, isn't it? Like, that's a good time. So you could do it that way. You could do the sweet potato as well. See if we can do this two-handed. See here.
Well, this is the...
oh, yeah.
Okay,
here
good,
we
beautiful.
go. And the same kind of thing, right? You just kind of pipe it out. And people are like, wow, that looks like a fancy party. I'm going to, like, have a good time.
That's a very fancy party.
Now, we're going to try something here I've never tried before. And so if we bollocks it, it is, you know...
It's experimental.
Go down. It's experimental. But if we pull this one off, Tracy, it's going to go down in the history books here on Cityline. You know, the... well, we're going to have to cut it first. Oh, no.
There we go. Two-man job.
You know the soft serve cone? Half vanilla, half chocolate?
Yes.
Let's give this a go. You ready for this one?
Let's do a little...
So we got a little...
Oh, yeah. Potato twist. That's beautiful.
Oh, that's pretty cool, right?
That's really nice.
So once again, this is something you can set up and you just kind of pipe away, and people come up and then they dress their own. So up here we've got some cheddar cheese, we've got some sour cream, we've got some crispy bacon, we've got some scallions and chives, we've got some pulled pork, and then we have a little bit of champagne gravy.
Champagne gravy?
You know, you want to burn it off.
Oh my gosh!
So Tracy, what potato would you like?
First of all, this went to a party that I was going to show up in an undershirt in, to a party that I need to wear a gown in. Like, oh my gosh! I want the twist. I want to try the twist. Do you want to keep that one there and do a new one for me?
You want to see a new twist, don't you?
Yeah, just because I feel like we should. That one's so perfect, you know.
This is just like.
Like, I don't want to ruin the perfect one.
I am just
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Tracy. I squeezed a little hard for you. There you go.
Thank you very much.
And then you got a spoon here. You can dress it up any way you want.
Well, can I just get in there? Is that okay?
Yeah, I think you can just get in there. She goes right for the pulled pork, of course. You want the sustenance, a little barbecue sauce there.
A little bit of that.
And this is a beautiful thing, too, because if you have multiple types of potatoes, they can keep coming back. You know, it's an excuse. It's like, you know, I know I've already been here, but I think I got to try the sweet potato with the cheddar. And then, you know, I really need that.
I'm going to stop now.
Champagne gravy.
Okay. Just a little bit.
There you go.
It's beautiful, Chef.
There's butter in there. There's butter in there.
Beautiful.